All right, everybody, let's get this Act 2 started. So I went through and edited the video for Act 1, and I did make several mistakes. I did make a mistake in my salvage and my tonnage track here when I sank a couple of these non-warships. But I think I corrected that satisfactorily. I did make a mistake with the notoriety track, so I believe I should have 2 more notoriety. So I'm going to move that up to 3. And then the last thing was I did make, I guess it's my worst mistake, was I moved from the European seas to the Indian Ocean. And of course, you can't do that unless you have some type of tunnel, which we do not have. So you can't move the Nautilus along dotted lines. I did that, but unfortunately I didn't catch it while I was playing. And by the time we got to this point, I've just done so much. That's just one big mistake that I made that I really can't take back. So, but I don't think it was that horrible. And at least we learned some lessons from it. And I mean, we're playing this for fun, right? We're trying to be fun. I'm trying not to beat up too bad on myself for making mistakes. So we're starting Act 2. We had pulled the Act 2 card. We read through that. We are now going to be utilizing 2 white dice and 1 black dice when we do our placement phase. All right, where are we looking at? So a couple other things though too that I just wanted to do some cleanup. I did go through, and just for the fun of it, I figured out some of the victory points, and I did start putting them on this victory track over here. I don't think I may be doing that in between the different acts that we do. Hopefully we'll be able to get this whole act filmed in this one video, and it's not too long. Of course, we have 10 plus Nadine, 11 cards in this act. The last one only had 6 cards, well, plus the 2 acts. So hopefully we can get through this a little bit faster. Another cleanup thing that I'm just going to take care of. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I guess if you like seeing it, it's no big deal, but we're never going to get to 44. So we're never going to need this dice. So there's no reason for it to be on there. And we are never going to enter these ships into the ship bag. So I'm going to set them aside because our motive is science. And if you get to 26 for the motive science, you lose. So there's no reason to have those. We're not going to be entering those into our ship bag. All right, so let's get it started. We've got a couple keepers down here. We've got a couple additions. Let's remind everybody, we do have monstrous design. Gain 1 fewer notoriety per ship token that you sink from a stalk attack. That may have been one of the problems with my treatment of these ships that I sunk over here. Also, we have the electric horns. Once per action phase, you may spend 1 action point for -1 notoriety or 2 during a lull turn. So that's something that we might use eventually. We still have 4 over here that we can get. All right, enough's enough. Let's get cooking on this. Let's draw our first adventure card for Act number 2. And we have the Coxswain. Mr. Kuma was an Ashanti, the captain rescued from a Danish slaver. His sensitive fingertips could feel the ship's maneuvers as if he and the Nautilus were one. On his long turns of the wheel, he would quietly sing to Aphrodite. I think that's what it says. I don't know. Some guy, his name for the Nautilus. I guess he called the Nautilus Sapphire or something. I can't read worth shit. Anyways, it's a keeper. It says, sacrifice, i.e. fail, this character resource card to ignore and fail any just drawn regular adventure card. Regular means a card not seeded into the draw pile during setup, such as the Axe of the Hollow Explosion or the finale. At game's end, if you still have this card in your tableau, you get to pass it. It is just 2 people. So, characters, that's not a lot of victory points, but let's put it down here. We'll keep it and see if we ever have to use it. I'm going to add this down here to my tableau. All right, so we've done that. Next, we have to do our placement. Now we're rolling 3 dice. Now it does say add the dart. So during this, you roll 2 white dice and 1 black die to begin each placement phase. All right, I've got a 3, a 4, and a 6. All right, so we're going to place a hidden ship in North Atlantic. We're going to put one, well, we can't put one in the South Atlantic, so we have to do a connecting sea. We're going to have to put one here in the Cape of Good Hope. And then last but not least, number 6, we can't put one in number 6. We can't put one in Cape of Good Hope. We could put one in European seas, or we could put one all the way over here in the Western Pacific. I think I'm going to put one in the Western Pacific. All right, so we rolled a 3, 4, and 6. I'm going to use the differential between the 3 and the 6 is 3. 1, 2, 3 points of action this turn. All right, what do we want to do? We do have the Cape Horn. If we do this, anytime during the action phase, immediately receive an additional 1d3 of action this turn. Don't really need it yet. Don't need that. Conceal is still in play during any one future action. You may spend up to 3 actions to collect, well, +1 for each treasure for each action spent. That's not bad. Afterward, or if when conceal is not in play, fail it. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this card here. It says, as master wishes. If conceal is still in play during any one future action phase, which we are in the action phase, I'm going to, he's still in action. I'm not going to use him. I want to use this card before we use him. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. It says you may spend up to 3 actions to collect +1 for each, +1 treasure for each action spent. So if I spend 3, 1, 2, 3, I get +1 for each action spent. So I spent 3, I get 3, that's 6. Wow, 6 treasures. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's draw them out of my handy dandy treasure bag. And I get 6 of them. So 1, I'm just going to draw them off real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's take a look at them. This one is just 4 treasure. This one is 3 treasures, so we will put those over here in our collected treasure box. Then we have a bunch here. A couple retains. Let's do this one that isn't a retain. This one is, so you discard and draw 2 treasure tokens. Nice. So we'll discard that. Draw 2 more treasure tokens. 2. What do we get out of this? Well, we get one more treasure. We get the lost city of Dwarka. I'm going to put that over here. That gives me 1 wonder scene, so that's times 4. That's worth 4 victory points. All right, what do we have left? We have a couple retains. So this one says retain, and you can use for 1 free advance action or keep for 3 victory points. So let's put that one down here. We're going to retain that. This one says retain. You can discard this one for 1 action or keep for 2 treasure points. And this one is a retain. So you can get rid of this one and gain 1 Nemo or keep for 4 victory points, 4 treasure. So I'm going to retain all these for now. I may... 1 free. I could do 1 free adventure action. And I could do 1 free action if I get rid of these. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to get rid of this one. That's going to give me 1 free action. And then I'm going to get rid of this one to get 1 free adventure action. So let's take an adventure card. Oh, we passed this. No, it says if conceal is still in play during any phase, future action phase, you may spend up to 3 afterward, or if when conceal is not in play, fail. All right, so afterward, I'm going to fail. So I just drew this adventure card. This is fuel oil. The Earth secretes oil. Oh, the Earth secretes oil as we do sweat. Beyond mere kerosene and lubricants, this black muck has energy potential. Prehistoric wood and flora is today's coal and tomorrow's fuel oils. We must try to convert this waste into efficient energy. It's a test. Now, on this test, you got to get an 8, but you can bet with the haul, which isn't bad. And it says pass. If you pass the test, gain 2 haul. If you fail, lose 1 action point, if you have any. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead. I mean, it really doesn't do much for me, but if I do pass it, I get to put it in the pass pile, and that will give me 6 victory points. So that's worth it, I would think. So what we're gonna do is you roll 2 white dice. I am going to risk the hull for +2 because I can do that. So I've got +2. Let's see what we roll. Well, that's easy. That was an easy pass. Goes up here in the pass box, and we get our hull back. We would have gotten 2, but that's okay. So I got that. Now I have 1 more action that I can do. I think what I'm going to do is... I think I'm actually going to save the action. So I think I'm just going to save that last free action that I got. All right. Let's do it. Next turn. Adventure. What could we be doing now? Oh, it does say Cape Horn. The wind, waves, currents, and icebergs swirling forever west to east without land to stop them. Ned's explanation paused and his brow furrowed in thought. It's a bad place. Another test. So this says I can't use anything. I can't use Nemo, the crew, or the hull to try to pass this test. Pass and lose 1 hull and gain either one Nemo or one crew, or fail and suffer a number of hits equal to the higher die's result. That sucks too. All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and roll this. We don't get to wager any of our ship's resources. And I rolled a 4. Great. That sucks. So we fail. Fail and suffer a number of hits equal to the higher die's result. Well, my higher die result is a 3. So I get 3 hits. I have to roll on the damage chart. And we will roll a 2. So I get 1 damage on the crew. I get 1 damage on the hull. And last but not least, I get 1 damage on Nemo. But I have a couple things I can do. I can get rid of this one here to gain 1 Nemo. I'm going to do that. Get rid of that, get my Nemo back. And I also can cancel a hull loss from 1 occasion if I get rid of the mechanic on my second officer. So I'm going to play that and get rid of this hull damage. Can't do anything about the crew right now, unfortunately. So, it is what it is. So I failed that. Come here, baby. That's going to go in the fail box. Now we're going to place our ships again. Oh, look at that. 3, 5, and 6. All right, so North Atlantic, number 3, is already full. I can go over here and place it here. So I will. Number 5, well, number 5 is now full. I can go here or I can go here. Okay, so what happens when you have no place to put your hidden ship? All right, so a hidden ship you have to place in that ocean. A hidden ship in an adjacent ocean, which I can't do. And so next you go to reveal a hidden ship in that or an adjacent ocean. So I can reveal a ship here, I can reveal a ship here, or I can reveal a ship here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just reveal one of the ships right there. It's the European seas. Let's see what we get. Mix it up here, Tad. And it's the Pequod. It's a whaler. Ooh, nice. So this one is a non-warship. But you can see it does have 1 notoriety if you sink it, but it also has a +1 Nemo if you sink it. So that's pretty good, actually. All right, what are we going to do next? What's our differential? Well, 3 here. 3 to 6 is 3. 1, 2, 3. We now have 4. I'm going to take a drink. Tonight I'm drinking Yingling lager. I don't usually drink a lot of lagers. I'm not a lager guy. I prefer ales. I just think they're more tasty, different flavors and stuff. Lagers really don't do it for me, but Yingling does actually make a decent lager, and of course so does Sam Adams. But yeah, no Budweiser or Bud Light or any of that stuff here. All right, so what are we doing next? So now I have 4 action points. I need to start getting rid of some of these ships because they're just going to start overrunning me. So let's go ahead. I'm going to actually move I'm going to use one to move up here to the Western Pacific. And then I'm going to, because I just got to get rid of some, I'm going to do a bold attack here. So let's take a look and see what we're attacking. So to attack, it costs 1. So I'm going to cost 1. Mixing, and another non-warship. I'm getting a ton of non-warships. Well, a ton. I haven't really done a lot, but everything's been a non-warship pretty much. All right, so we're going to bold attack the Fulmar. It's a freighter. Of course, it's not going to attack us, so we get to attack it. It's 9. I'm going to go ahead and risk... I'm going to go ahead and risk the crew because I can get +3 for that. All right, let's see what happens here. And 7 + 3 is 10. That's more than 9. We get to just sink the Fulmar. And that was in the Western Pacific. I'm going to add it to my tonnage so I can keep sinking ships. Not really gaining us any rows for extra points for sinking ships, but so be it. So we're going to do another bold attack on this one here. That does cost us a notoriety and a notoriety for sinking that ship. All right. It's all right. Let's do another one. Take a look at this ship. What is it? It is... Come on. Oh, we got a warship. The Borda. It's a capital ship. All right, we're going to have... First time a ship's going to fire back at us. So you see up here, it has a fire strength of 8. So if it rolls an 8 or higher, it misses us. Below an 8, it hits us. It's got 2 notoriety points if we sink it. It does give us 4 points for a warship. We don't get any extra bonus for our science, but 4 victory points isn't bad. But we got to get an 11 to sink it, so that's a lot. Well, let's do the roll. I don't really have any modifiers for that. They're going to attack us first. It's an 8, so they miss. Good. They miss. Now we're going to attack them. I will use the 3 for the crew, +3. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. 9, 10, we roll a 8. 9, 10, 11. 11 is enough to sink it. We have sink the Borda. Again, unfortunately, in the Western Pacific. We get 2 notoriety for that, and then 1 more. Now, I do have the few or less if I did a stalk attack, but I'm not doing a stalk attack. I unfortunately am doing... Should I attack again? I'm going to attack 1 more ship. My notoriety is starting to climb though, so I'm not liking that. Oh, okay. It's not a warship. This is the Scotia. It's a freighter. Boy, though, we are going to get 2 more, well, 3 more notoriety. All right, so it needs a 10. I'm going to keep my crew +3. I have to roll these 2 dice. 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. We sink this one. Now, that's going to give me 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, 2. I'm not going to do any more attacking, any bold attacks. I'm actually going to put this over here in my salvage. If you are doing a boldish attack, you can keep attacking for an additional notoriety unless you put the sunken ship in the salvage track. If you put it in salvage, you can no longer do a bold attack for that, you know, point that you already spent. So we're going to stop that. Next, we are going to put that back. I can, per one action, once per action phase, you may spend 1 action point to negative my notoriety. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to spend 1, bring that back down to a 9. We have 1 more turn left. I think I'm actually going to use that to move over here. I got to get over here to these ships now and get some of those out of the way. All right, so that's done for that turn. What's next? So we're going to start another adventure card. This adventure says the South Pole. To overcome all the obstacles around the South Pole, even more unattainable than the North Pole, which still hadn't been reached by the boldest navigators. Wasn't this an absolutely insane undertaking? One that could occur only in the brain of a madman? Well, we'll see. This is a keeper. When the Nautilus is in the South Atlantic, where's the South Atlantic? I think it's right here. Right here. You may spend 2 actions or only 1 action during a lull turn and gain +1 notoriety to pass. All right. I don't know if I want +1 notoriety. At the game's end, if you fail, if it's unused. So that's a keeper. We'll put that down here. That was our adventure. Now we have to do ship placement. 3, 3, and 5. All right, so first off, we have to place 2 and 3. I don't know if I want to make this a lull turn or not, but we will see. First off, I have to place 2 and 3. So I can't place anything in 3, which means we're going to have to reveal 2 of the ships in the North Atlantic. Yep, it's starting to get hairy already. We have the General Grant, which is a freighter, non-warship. And, oh, we've got the Kotetsu. It's an ironclad, too. All right, so we will put the ironclad there. And we'll put the General Grant there. And then our other dice roll is a 5. Oh, there is no place to put a hidden ship, so we have to reveal another one. I'm going to go ahead and reveal one in that area. The Abraham Lincoln plays a very big part in the book if you've read the novels. That's a warship. All right, so what I'm going to use, if I do a null turn or a lull turn, I would place only for the white. I don't think I'm going to do a lull turn. I'm going to use this. 3 and 5 is 2, so I get 2 here. And I think I'm going to play this keep card, pass at any time during your action phase to immediately receive an additional 1d3 of actions this turn. So I'm going to pass this, 1d3. Oh, I get 3. 1, 2, 3. That was fortuitous. All right, I've got 5 actions that I can do this turn. All right, so I think I'm going to go 1 action. I'm going to move here. 2 actions. I'm going to start attacking. And I'm going to do a bold attack again. First, I'm going to attack this ironclad. Combat sequence. So they get to roll 2d6 first. So we want 7 or lower. And no, that's very not good. I am going to have to do something about that. See, right now, it's more. So it hits me because it's more than 7. So greater than the AV, the Nautilus suffer hits equal to the lower die's value. If the result is a 1-1, apply 1d6 hits instead. For each hit, lose 1 random resource or destroy or discard 1 acquired Nautilus upgrade. Oh geez, I don't want to do that. So, oh no. The lower value would be 5. It'd be 5 hits, and I can't take that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to use Conceal. He gives me 1 reroll. So he's out now. No additional things. So I get to roll this again. Come on, baby. And I got a 7. So it has to be over. This is 7. 7 and below is a miss. So they missed. Awesome use of Conceal. So now we're going to do our bold attack. We need a 10 or higher. I'm going to add 3 to the roll. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is enough. 10 or higher, and we sink the ironclad. That's awesome. So this is going to go into the North Atlantic, which is right here. And we are going to gain a notoriety for sinking it. I'm going to continue to attack ships. So I'm going to spend another notoriety. And I think what I want to do is reveal another ship. I'm going to attack this hidden ship here. Reveal another ship. And it is, oh, another non-warship. It's a passenger ship, the Hannah More. All right. They don't attack us. We need to attack them. I'm going to wager 3 points again. No problem. 11 plus 3. I need an 8 or higher to sink the Hannah More. We've sank the Hannah More. Goes in the North Atlantic right here. And I'm going to, since I know what this is, I'm going to go ahead and attack that one. It's going to cost me another notoriety. Getting close to those blue ships up there. All right. Oh, it's the Shenandoah. It's a raider. Oh, it's a Confederate ship. All right. Let's see what happens with this one. It's going to attack us first. We need 8 or lower. Yes, we got a 4. It's a miss. We get to attack it. I'm going to use my crew again for a +3. Oh, we got 4, 5, 6, 7. I could use the Professor Aronnax for a +2 DRM after the roll. Or I could just fail it. Oh my goodness, Nautilus attacks, roll 2d6. If it's greater than or equal to, if his ship is destroyed, assign ship. Miss, +1 notoriety, and lose 1 or 2 risk ship. I'm going to have to use Professor Aronnax. I'm sorry. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is enough to sink the ship. We sink the ship. But it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3. Once per action phase. You know, I think I got to do it before. I've already committed myself to make the attack. I'm going to put this up here, which means I'm no longer going to be able to do any more bold attacks, which is fine. But I have to take 2 notoriety, 3 notoriety. 1, 2, 3 puts me at 15. At 14, I have to add all the blue ships and that 1 Deadly Seas to my bag, my ship bag. Now, if I would have been smart, I could have used this beforehand. +1, once per action phase, you may spend 1 action point for -1. That's okay. I can't use the monstrous design because, of course, I was making bold attacks. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. All right, so that is what it is. Now, maybe I should go ahead while I'm there. I've got all these ships here. I can do a refit. What do we have over here? We have Clockwork Cipher. Once during each action phase, you may flip any 1 revealed ship token in the Nautilus's ocean for free. I don't know that I want to necessarily flip any revealed ship tokens. This one, and that costs 3. This one costs 3 crystalline sensors. Each placement phase, you may re-roll 1 die 1 time and apply that result. That's a lot of points to spend for doing that. Electro coil bolts. During each occasion, when you sink a ship token, you may change its notoriety impact to a -1 reduction instead by taking 1 additional hull hit. Geez, I don't know if I want to do that. After passing an insight action, you may then spend, this is Nemo's manifesto. After passing an insight action, you may then spend 1 ship resources using its DRM as a further reduction in notoriety. So, e.g., if it would have provided a +3 DRM, you instead receive an additional -3 notoriety. Yeah, I think I want that one. So let's try that. Let's try to do a refit. So if we do a refit here, you can exert 1 ship's resource. You also can get a point for any 1 spent treasured tokens VP. That might be worth it. And -1 for any warships present. There are no warships present. Now, Insight costs, refit does cost 2. So that's going to cost me 2 points. I need at least a 9. I can use my crew for +3. And I'm going to go ahead and use one of my treasure tokens. This one is worth 3 points. So I'm going to have a +6 on this die roll. Let's see what I get. I got a 6 plus 6 is 12. Refit. What is that? It says Brilliance. Gain upgrade for 1 fewer salvage. Well, I wanted the Nemo Manifesto. It only costs 1, so I guess I get it for free. All right. All right, cool. Now, what are we gonna do? I have 1 left. Oh, I think I'm gonna go ahead and spend it. I'm gonna spend 1. I'm gonna move over here. Again, we still got to get rid of some of these ships. I'm doing a pretty good job. That did cost me 3. Have to get rid of that. Move that back down to 3. All right, let's do that. Let's roll again. We're going, well, first we have to take our adventure. And this adventure says, Lost time. We had run aground at full tide, an inconvenient state of affair for floating the Nautilus off. But although it could neither sink nor split open, it was in serious danger of being permanently attached to these reefs. And that would have been the finish of Captain Nemo's submersible. Lost time. So this says play. Reduce the number of Nautilus upgrade cards available for purchase by 1 of your choice from among those available. Discard it. It is out of play for the rest of the game, and this is a fail. Well, let me first replenish this that we bought. So that is double haul. Gain an additional 1 + 1 DRM when exerting your hull resource. Also ignore all 6 results when rolling to apply damage to the Nautilus. That's great. So I don't want to get rid of that one. That's a good one. I really don't care about this crystalline sensor. And it costs 3. So we're going to discard it. You are out of here, sir. All right, and that's a fail. Now the way I play, I'm going to replenish that spot. Nemo Prism Binoculars. Available for free when any other upgrade card is refit onto the Nautilus. Nice. Once per action phase, when you reveal a hidden ship token, you may redraw it, returning the first ship token drawn to the ship cup afterward. That's not bad. All right, sweet. What's next? Next, we got to roll to place some ships. Oh, 4, 4, and 2. All right, 1 hidden ship goes in Eastern Pacific. 1 hidden ship goes in South Atlantic. It can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. So we're going to reveal a ship in the South Atlantic. Or we could do it in the Cape Horn or Cape of Good Hope. I'll probably just do it in the South Pacific. We've got 1, the Fujiyama. It's a frigate. It is a warship. And a non-warship. The Agamemnon, that's a freighter. So that's going to go here, that's going to go there. Let's get rid of these. All right, now we've got 2 revealed ships in the South Atlantic. All right. West Indian, Cape Horn, South Atlantic. These are all things we can do. South Atlantic, Indian Ocean, Cape Horn. Oh, sacrifice this character resource card to ignore any fail any just drawn regular adventure card. Pass at game's end. I'm going to try just to not use that one. All right, and what are we going to use for our differential? It's going to be the 2 and the 4. So we have 2. 1, 2. Well, we're in European seas. I'm going to spend 1 action phase to do a bold attack. Oh man, I'm going to do a bold attack on the Pequod first. I'm going to risk my crew. I need a 9 or higher. 8 plus 3 is 11. We have sunk the Pequod. All right, so this is going to go in the European seas right here. All right, we get 1 notoriety for sinking that. But we get +1 Nemo. I can't do a +1 because Nemo's already there. So, don't worry about that. And to attack again, I'm going to attack the Abraham Lincoln. That's going to cost me 1 notoriety. I'm getting too high in notoriety. That's just the facts right there. Let's go ahead and take him out, though. He's going to fire at us first. It's 6. He missed. We get to fire at him. I'm going to risk the crew for +3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we sink the Abraham Lincoln. Luckily, no notoriety. He's going to go into the European seas. And I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to do any more bold attacks and take any more notoriety. I'm getting too high. I'm at 17, and if I get to 26, I lose the game. So I've got to start doing things to decrease my notoriety. And I can do that by once per action phase. You may spend 1 action point for -1 notoriety. Insight costs 1. After passing an insight action, you may then spend 1 ship resource using its DRM as a further reduction. And I could do an insight. So for 1, I can do an insight for 1. I have 1 left. Let's incite here. Let's see if we can incite the Spanish Revolution. We're going to cost 1 insight. You can exert 1 ship resource. So I'm going to insert the ship resource +3. Plus for any 1 treasure token, I'm going to do a treasure token. 4 points of treasure. 4, 5, 6, 7. What else? There is no uprising cube already there, so we don't need a negative. And there is no revealed ship tokens anymore there, so we don't get a negative for that. All right, let's roll, see what we get. All right, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then +4. That's well over 12. Insight, so you revolt. You get to place 1 cube. I'm going to place 1 in the Spanish Revolution. Also, I get -2 notoriety. 1, 2. Plus, after passing an insight action, you may then spend 1 ship resource using its DRM to further reduce. So +3 would be 3. I'm going to do the haul and get 2. So I get 2 more decrease in my insight. All right, I think that was a pretty decent move. Back that off a little bit. Let's take a sip here. Don't have any more action points left, so we're done with that. All right, another adventure. At full steam, the Abraham Lincoln, who we just sunk, the Abraham Lincoln's speed increased its mass, trembled down to their blocks. Its mass trembled down to, I can't read. The Abraham Lincoln's speed increased. Its mass trembled down to their blocks, and swirls of smoke could barely squeeze through the narrow funnels. This is a keeper. After sinking a warship in the North or South Atlantic, you get to pass it. At game's end, if it's unused, you fail. So we've got another keeper here. Running out of space. All right, another keeper here. That's the North or South Atlantic. We were just in the North Atlantic, sunk a bunch of crap. Now we got to go down to the South Atlantic and sink some crap. All right, so that's that. Let's do ship placement. We've got 1, 3, and 6. So we do a hidden ship in 1. We do a hidden ship in 3. And we do a hidden ship in 6, which we can't, but we can move it over here to the Indian Ocean. We'll put 1 right there. That's beautiful. And we'll do 1 to 6 is 5. That's beautiful. All right, nice. What are we going to do here? So we do want to do this Indian Ocean thing, but I can't move there. Remember, I did this last time, and you can't do that. So I do have something to do down in Cape Horn. I do have something to do in the South Atlantic. So let's just move down to the South Atlantic, and we can sink a ship. There's a couple things we can do in the South Atlantic. So I'm going to spend 2 action to move. I'm going to move from the European seas to the South Atlantic seas to the North Atlantic seas down to the South Atlantic seas. So 1, 2. That cost me 2. Then I'm going to, when the Nautilus is in the South Atlantic, you may spend 2 actions to gain a notoriety. 1, 2. To gain notoriety, and I get to pass it. I think I'm doing that right. I think I'm doing this right, guys. If I'm wrong, please somebody yell at me, tell me I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right. So now that I'm in the South Atlantic, I have this card that was a keeper. After sinking a warship in the North Atlantic or South Atlantic, you get to pass it. So I'm in the South Atlantic. I'm going to attack this warship. I am going to do a stalk attack. That gives me +1 DRM. It is going to cost me 1 to attack it. So I'm down to 0. It does get to attack us first. It's a 6. And I rolled a 4, so it missed. Awesome. My stalk attack, I get +1 DRM. And I'm going to risk the crew for 3, so it's +4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, just enough. The stalk attack you just do once. And there's no notoriety on this. I sunk it in the South Atlantic. Where's the South Atlantic? Right there. Beautiful. And I'm done with my turn. And I get to pass this. All right. I did do a stalk attack, so I would have gained one fewer notoriety anyways, but that ship didn't have notoriety on it. All right, cool. Next turn. Adventure. The Christmas Miracle. On 24 December, the crew assembled above decks to witness their Christmas miracle. A row of glass balls glowing for a time before yielding to the night. Captain Nemo had, for a time, pushed back the darkness with electricity. It's a play. Roll a die and count that many spaces down from the first space on the Nemo and crew resource tracks. If that count is equal to or greater than, and then we'll go from there. So wait, so you roll one die. I'm gonna roll this black one. It says 3. So roll a die and count that many spaces down from the first spaces on the Nemo and crew resource track. If that count is equal to or greater than, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So roll a die and count that many spaces down from the first spaces on the Nemo and crew resource track. If that count is equal to or greater, so 3 spaces down. So I rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. If that count is equal to or greater than neither resources, either resources, both resources, so I fail it. Neither resources fail. I think I'm playing that right. If not, please let me know in the comments. Oh, that kind of sucked. All right, let's play some chips. And 2, 3, and 3. Place 1 and 2, just right here. Place 1 and 3. Place 1 and 3. The difference is only 1. I could do a lull by using these 2 here. And then I would only place the ship tokens for the white dice. Let's do a lull turn just so you guys can see a lull turn. So I'm going to use these 2 dice. So they're doubles, double 3s. So if you do a lull turn, if you roll doubles, you can do a lull turn. And it says place ship tokens only for the white dice. So we don't have to place the one on the 2. So let's take that one back. So we place it on the 3. So we place the 2 on the 3. Then place a treasure available token in the doubles ocean, which there's already one in the doubles ocean. So we get to place one in an adjacent ocean. There's already one here. There isn't one here. There isn't one here. I'll probably put one there then. All right. And on the adventure deck. So we get to put one on the adventure deck. And then receive, check uprising cubes. So because we have 3 uprising cubes, we have to do the uprising check. So on lull turns, check every ocean with uprising cubes connected to it. Add the number of uprising cubes and the number of revealed ships in that ocean and roll 1d6. So like for instance here, there's 1, there are no revealed ships. I can't roll less than 1. I did roll a 1, so no effect. I go to this one, there's 1 revealed, there's 1 token, there's no revealed ships. Again, I can't get less than 1. That one's fine. And then over here on this one again. So No problem there. If the result is less than the total, either remove one cube connected to that ocean or gain that die roll result in notoriety. All right, so we did that right. No problems. We get to keep everything copacetic. All right, then check receive 1 action point, so I get 0 action points for the turn. Now, I could use my seasoned officer to gain 1 action point. I could use my chief engineer to gain 2 action points, or I could use my first officer and gain 3 action points, which I'm not going to do. I don't need to. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to take my lull turn and not get anything accomplished this turn. All right, that's it. That's the lull turn.